When Nat Turner decided to rebel and send all those southern planters straight to hell, he looked up in the sky for a sign from God. The next day when he awoke, he seen a sign God had wrote, and then he hollered, hallelujah. He sang hallelujah. He sang hallelujah. He sang hallelujah. Hallelujah. Malcolm X said by any means, he had his two sons, Louis Jean-Jacques Dessalines, and Marcus Garvey said, rise up, your mighty nation. Elijah Muhammad said, separate, build your own nation away from all the lies and hate. And then he hollered, hallelujah. He sang hallelujah. He sang hallelujah. He sang hallelujah. Hallelujah. Thank you. There's another piece I'd like to do for you, brothers and sisters. I'm really tired of us. It's 2021. It's supposed to be the pinnacle of us coming out of slavery, mentally and physically. But mentally, we're still in slavery because we're calling each other the N-word. So I had to create a poem, a spoken word piece that would explain that the N-word is a game called the nigger game that's been played on us. So listen and listen carefully. I'm not trying to promote it, I'm trying to put it down. Being born in America doesn't make me an American. Why being born in America made me an American? They wouldn't have needed any new legislations or amendments to the Constitution. No, being born in America made me a nigger, so I couldn't get any bigger. And everybody from every other land called me nigger instead of brother man. Why, it was a gamble when they wrote the preamble that we hold all these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal. Why, there will be no sequel to the nigger game that has been thrusted upon my people. You see, when they wrote into the Constitution that you were only 3/5 of a man, that's when the nigger game began. Niggers. Bad and thin is really hard to say where the first nigger began, but if you grin, you're in this nigger game. Some niggas doing 5 to 10, some niggas waiting for their verdict to come in, some niggas is on death row, some niggas' daughters are hoes, some niggas is waiting for Santa Claus to put some pot up their nose. Say ho, ho, ho. You want some blow? Well, my name ain't Utzi, it's Potiphar Tootsie. Didn't you know? Nigga, niggas trying to be their own lawyer, they just like that nigga in Tom Sawyer, taking their spin in the nigga game. Now there's white niggas, there's yellow niggas, there's red niggas. It just ain't black and brown niggas. But racism is an equal opportunity employer. Who do you think created Tom Sawyer? Huckleberry Finn, Uncle Tom's Cabin and Gone with the Wind. Ancient man is serving a box of Uncle Ben, and who's coming to dinner, and the list will never end, and you will never win until you stop thugging and bugging and willing and dealing, illing and chilling and stealing and killing, lying and dying and getting out their welfare lines. Until then, you just another nigga in the nigger game that is being played on the basketball court, football, and baseball field. And some of us super niggas is in track and field, just high-paid gladiators, drinking Gatorade, still a nigga, still a slave. Niggas. Fat and thin is really hard to say where the first nigga began, but if you grin, you're in this nigga game. So come into my city of blues, where kings are shining shoes and prisoners are confined from looking like you. Polluted air, judges ain't fair, murdering authority, who does care? You got leftover niggas from the first time around paying for some bling bling god that can't be found. It's a time to listen, it's a time to act. Whitewash is over, it's time to be black. You got pimpin' niggas pulling triggers, don't be neat, I got a nigga sickle cell, brother in jail, and beautiful sister can't make bail. Niggas, back then it's really hard to say where the first nigga began, but if you grin, you end this nigga game. You see, when they wrote into the Constitution that we were 3/5 of a man, that's when the nigga game began. And don't forget about the Declaration of Independence. That's how they passed the game down to their descendants. Niggas, fat and thin, rich and poor. This game will go on forevermore. And it's really easy to see how this game began if you was listening to the words I was saying. And maybe you will begin to play and change the way this game would end. And stop! I said stop calling each other nigga, but brother and sister again. Guess I'm just gonna be another nigga with a silly grin. Niggas, if you grin, you end this nigga game.
Give it up for Manna Musa. Give it up. I mean, he took us back, didn't he? I thought I was back in Africa and he was preaching in Alabama, okay? We was on the hill. We got to keep the show rolling, but I first want to bring up the Juneteenth Leads Committee, Stephanie Taylor, give you all a welcome, so I cannot get everyone's attention to pay attention.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back and we have enjoyed entrepreneur Felix Brown. He has did a wonderful job. But Felix, we want to let you know we appreciate your talent. We appreciate you. And you also have a CD out and a book out, because you kind of share that with us and then give us a rendition of a song or something that you want to give to us.
You know, the CD, brother, can I see that CD I gave you? Because you had the coloring book, and I wish I would have thought about to have one on hand to show.
Yeah.
And you don't have that on hand. Okay.
Say
I ain't gonna worry about that then. It's a CD I have yet to put out on the market. It's called 912. I done this a long time ago, right after 9/11. And I said, you know, white America hollering and crying crocodile tears after 9/11, but black people has had 9/11, 9/12, 9/13, we up to 9/21. So, you know, with all the killings that's going on and all of the disparities, our 9/11s never stop.
Right.
So I call on my ancestors at time to lift up my spirit, and hopefully I can lift up someone else's spirit. I don't know if I'm gonna be in camera shot of you, but this is a song that honors our ancestors. We'll pick off all these keys. See if I can get it right, Bishop.
Hey, go ahead. That's ready to hear.
And every time and cried out to the Lord to help her bring her family now. But you probably don't even like this type of music, do ya? She bought them during the dark of night to escape terrific plantation life, and then she hollered hallelujah. She sang hallelujah. She sang hallelujah. She sang hallelujah. When Nat Turner decided to rebel and sent all those southern planters straight to hell, he looked up to the sky for a sign from God. The next day when he awoke, he seen a sign that God had wrote, and then he hollered, hallelujah. He sang hallelujah. He sang hallelujah. He sang hallelujah. Hallelujah. Malcolm X said by any means, Haiti had his two sons, Louis Jean-Jacques Dessalines, and Marcus Garvey said, rise up, you mighty nation. Elijah Muhammad said, separate, build your own nation away from all the lies and hate. And then he hollered, hallelujah. He sang hallelujah. He sang hallelujah. He sang hallelujah. Hallelujah. Yeah, that's to the ancestors. All of them. I cried them. I cry out when I cry out. I cry out for them to bring us forth with using me as a vehicle, as a tool. Because as King had a dream, I have a dream too. Right now, I'm trying to bring us out of the nightmare that we're presently in, to bring you to your role on the planet Earth. Our work is yet to be done. We have to rename ourselves, redress ourselves, rethink this madness that is going before us. We are one of the richest people on the planet with over 100 trillion, more than 1 trillion in spending power. But we have not learned how to control our spending. We're spending on everything but our destiny. We're wasting time, and God is here to show up and show off. And if you can't hear his voice and his spirit coming from me, then you're dead, and I can't do nothing for you. But if you're alive and you're living, and in the world of living, and you've heard the message, tune in, share, tell people what's going on in the world. Coming out of East St. Louis, I'm East St. Felix, aka Manna Musa, and this is my doc, the butler.
Manna Musa, we want to express our deepest felicitations. You did a wonderful job having you on our Sound Doctrine show. Ladies and gentlemen, he was very, very authentic. He came from his heart. And again, we want to thank you for coming to the Sound Doctrine TV show. Are you going to have any upcoming events coming?
I got, well, this fashion in East St. Louis is going to be in July 16th. They're going to do, it's called Black Woodstock. It's going to be on Collinsville Avenue, 100 vendors. Okay. We're trying to wake people up to learn how to buy black. Okay. So I'm going to be out there selling my goods, and that's July 16th on Collinsville Avenue. Okay,
July 16th, go out and support our brother Manna Musa. Go and support him. Again, we want to express our deepest felicitations. This has been Dr. Solomon Butler and the Sound Doctrine TV show. My producer is Alan Duncan, and we're glad to be here. God bless you, and thank you very much. We'll see you next time.
Hotel.
Yeah. Man, you did a